Hey guys, welcome back or welcome. If it's your first time, I'm one of your hosts here at the Protein Bros podcast, Jeff, and I'm here to tell you about a very awesome episode that we just got done shooting, and it was sitting down with Josh Guffey and Ashley Walker, two of the best and brightest in Kansas City as far as fitness goes, and they are the brainchildren behind the Fit Truk. About 18 months ago, we sat down with Josh for the first time, and it's been incredible to see the growth and all the things that have happened with Fit Truk since we last sat down with them. They've created a handful more. They just delivered their first one that is through the roof awesome. We're talking like every knob, every bell, every whistle, and it just got dropped off to first form. And so we're going to showcase that as well as all of the other different things they have cooking and the things that they've been working on. And it's a lot. Make sure to tune in. They are some of the best in the business at what they do. As always, guys, thanks for listening. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Now let's get to the episode. I'll never forget my first time going to Vegas. I got there and it was pitch black. It was 9:30 at night and it was 104.
Oh no.
And it felt like I was just walking out of the airport into a sauna.
Jeff had $200 in his pocket, just burning a hole. He went and put 100 on red.
Literally lost 50 in the airport on the way out. Everybody here has at least put in $1 in a slot machine at the Vegas airport.
I've definitely done it more than once.
Yeah.
I never have.
One time I won $50 as again, like I have no money. I'm like 23 years old and I win $50 on a slot. And you would have thought that I had won $1,000. Like I got on the plane. They're like, does anybody want this like t-shirt thin blanket? And I was like, yes, I'll take the face mask, the blanket. Give me a bottle of, whatever vodka.
Bring me your best champagne.
Yeah.
You didn't fly there on a $50 Allegiant.
And they were like, we don't take cash. And I was like, no.
Oh, he flew there on the Allegiant Air flight. The Allegiant flight. It was like $69.
Allegiant Air. I made sure to only bring a backpack so I didn't have to pay the extra fee for the baggage. You know how it goes.
Amazing.
So we have here Ashley, would you be the head trainer of Fit Truk? Is that the accurate title to give you?
Yes, in operations.
Hell yeah. And then we have Josh, who is the owner, co-owner, and as well as the brainchild behind all of the patents, all of the things that involves the actual truck itself.
How many patents are we talking about at this
It's a lot of patents.
I don't know exactly.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I don't know the number. No, it's we just got more.
It's 20 plus though, right?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Is it 30 plus?
No, I don't think so.
20 plus though.
Yeah, I'm still trying to understand them all. To be honest with you, I'm a smart guy, but it's complicated things. So
I love it, man. So we had you guys here in October of 23. That's when we actually met. And the only reason why I know that is because I sent a text to Sal Frisilla afterwards, and I said, "Hey, dude,
get you one of these trucks."
I saw 50 people get a workout in on this. It would look pretty dope with a First Form logo on it, something along those lines. And now Summer Smash 2025, in comes rolling the brand new badass First Form Fit Truk. Look at this thing, dude. You guys went way beyond expectations. Like, blew it out of the water. I mean, dude, just the lighting, the electrical. I mean, all in this and it's mobile. The fact that they can pull over to anywhere in the entire country and put on a workout with up to 50 people. Up to how many, you think?
we normally do 40 to 50 on those trucks. On the biggest ones, we've done up to 60, running off timers in big groups. So plenty of equipment. So
incredible. Now, Ashley, I know you've been training a long time. You've done group fitness in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
How does Fit Truk compare to doing like a typical fitness class?
I mean, it's more of an experience. Fit Truk, it's outside the box. It's less intimidating, I feel like, than going to a traditional gym. It's just the environment. It's being outdoors. It's awesome. I love Fit Truk. I love how accessible it is. That's one of the reasons why I fell in love with it. I met Josh through Wesley Hamilton, which I think is a friend of the show. Shout out to Wesley.
Hell yeah.
But I was working with Disabled But Not Really, with adaptive athletes.
Shout out Disabled But Not Really.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, that's how I met Josh, and our adaptive athletes were able to use the Fit Truk, and we use it maybe once a month during the program, and that just made me fall in love with it, just to see that anyone can use it, all abilities. So yeah.
Love it.
Very cool.
Yeah. So how'd that process go with First Form, dude? Because it's a long process to go from conversation to a finished truck like that.
Yeah, it was, Mitch Johnson reached out first and said, hey, I saw the truck. Actually, he had seen our original truck sitting at City Gym. And I also think he saw one of our first production models that was sitting there too. And he's like, tell me more about this. And since, they already knew about it. And so we just started working through the process. I sent him renderings. We went over all the details, models, et cetera. Because we have 4 different models, and then figured out which is the best one would fit them. And also we could build out to, as you see, as custom as we did. So with the product displays and fridges and all that stuff. So, it was a great process. So, it was really kind of unreal getting to work with them, seemingly early into what we're doing. We've been doing this a while and are very good at it, but it was like, to get to work with a brand like First Form that really what they do is what we do best. Essentially, if they community, outdoors, being outdoors, working hard together, that's what Fit Truk was built for. And so it was really, really cool.
Yeah, it felt like such a natural connection.
Yeah, and and I really appreciate you connecting us and telling Sal about us and what we're doing. And then it's through working with S2 and getting to know you guys. That's how I got to know the First Form brand.
Yeah, man.
So it's like so many years when I was just training that I just trained, and I kind of stayed in my lane and stayed at our gym and didn't do a lot else with the fitness community until after Fit Truk launched, and then we started doing events with S2 and learned how you guys have built your community, and then learned about First Form. Really, that's how I learned about First Form, is from you guys. So, and then it just like seemed like such a great fit, and so we'd had conversations about it. You had texted Sal about it, and then I actually was getting ready to reach back out to First Form again, and I got a contact form from Mitch. And I showed Haley, I was like, holy shit, they reached out to us. So, it was like one of those things where it was like, they're the first really big brand we worked with in the sense of, supplements or really any, fitness brand. And so it was really cool that they were first in. And I hope that's, just the beginning of something much bigger.
Talk me through the unveiling. Because I know that you've, like this brand is built on your belief, everybody else is doing great. Like Ashley, a total shout out to you, but Josh, you are the lifeblood, in my opinion, from what I've met. Your belief is what's pushed this thing to where it is today. And I think everybody else is jumping in with you, but I think it doesn't go where it is without you. And I want to know what that feeling was like, the unveiling of that, and seeing everybody see for the first time, just the next breaking of seeing something that you've poured so much of yourself into, and just it rolling off the, rolling into the parking lot. Yeah. What was that feeling like?
That was cool. It was really cool. I actually drove the truck in, and there was probably, 20-ish people waiting out there for it. And I was like, holy shit, this is real. Like, this is happening right now. So pulled the truck in, went to open it up, forgot how to use our own remotes to open the truck. I was like, what the hell is happening? Yeah. It's like, felt like a rookie, couldn't open our own doors, but, just getting the truck open and watching everybody with their cameras out, filming all the stuff.
Dude, it was all over Instagram.
Yeah.
I was about to say, Sal shared it right away. It was a very cool unveiling. And then, Summer Smash was the same week. Is that right?
It was, so right after we delivered it, I rode down with the First Form crew to Nashville.
That's right.
And we did an expo down there together. And so it was like, we jumped right in. But it was so cool just getting, letting everybody see the details, and then, walking through the truck with Sal, and as he's like looking over every single thing, and they're detailed guys, and so it was really cool / nerve-wracking as he's looking over this truck. And then it was really cool too. We went full custom on everything, like everything. Their logo is everywhere on that truck. It's hidden on the bumpers. It's on the little mounts for the handles for the cable stations. They're the First Form P's on the end of those. And so we literally built in little nuggets everywhere, and then getting to see all that was just showing them all those details and letting Sal see all these details of the truck. And then, we went with full custom interior on it. We had to get a new interior company because they couldn't, our old guys couldn't do what I wanted to do.
They were like, holy shit, you want me to do what?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't do that.
Stitching?
Yeah. So
the hexagon
stitching. And so I had a very clear thing, vision of what I wanted the interior to look like. With Andy being such a big car guy, I was like, okay, I cannot mess this up, like the interior part. And so
I was waiting for some kind of subtle, like Singer detail or You know what I'm saying? Something like the houndstooth rugs or something like
Yeah.
that on the bottom.
Yeah, so it was like one of those things. It was like, all right, got to get this done. We did, and our new interior guy, nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
And so the cool thing is, I had never met Andy in person, and I asked him when I met him. I said, "What's your favorite part of the truck?" And he said the interior. And I was like, just made my whole year. Right? I was like,
all of those phone calls, all those emails is all worth it.
Yeah,
because you could have gone with any interior, right? But the fact that you went, above and beyond, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
the mobile office part. Go ahead.
I was gonna
Ashley.
say it was like bittersweet to drop off the truck. We were like, "That's our baby."
Started to
Like we
love
didn't
it.
want to like
Oh,
leave
yeah.
it. Like we're like, "Oh, is it gonna be okay?"
No one's gonna take care of it like we
yeah,
will.
exactly.
yeah, it is a little hard. Every time we'd ship a truck, it's a little weird letting it go.
Yeah.
So, we do spend so much time with people when we're building them.
Yeah.
Going into all the details, the graphic design, and all that stuff. And so,
Well, I feel like it's one of those things where someone, when you get somebody a gift and you know the depth of which it has features and you know exactly how to use it, et cetera. And it's like that time you gave your parents something that was technology based for the first time when they were like, yeah, this phone, I'll use it to, keep a calendar and I'll make phone calls with it. And you're like, no, Mom, it does all of these other things.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, but I'm gonna make calls with it. And you're like, oh.
yeah,
And so I feel like there's a little bit of a learning curve with anybody that gets
Yeah.
one because it's just the capability is so much more than what people are even giving it credit for.
yeah.
And so I'd be like, I don't know, there's a little bit of that I would feel like if we're giving this away, it's like, but you guys better use it the right
Right.
way.
Yeah, it was a little easier with the first form team because we've done so many workouts with them on our truck, and so they were pretty familiar with a lot of the features and all that already. So it was a little easier to let them have the truck, but that's also the most beautiful truck we built. So I was like, letting it go was like, oh man,
Yeah.
You guys have been selling a lot more trucks lately, though. You guys got deals going everywhere. Tell us about just the top 3 that come to mind. You just sent one to Hawaii. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, so have a truck on the ocean right now. Shipped out yesterday. It's a 5-day trip from San Diego to Honolulu. So that was pretty cool. It's the first one that's left, the continental United States. And so that's actually a 1.0. It's our smallest truck. So it was the first one we built of those. It's on a Sprinter.
Is it going to Maui or Honolulu? you said?
Honolulu, so Oahu actually.
Okay.
So so it's an independent trainer that has a good following there that wanted to go mobile and start doing more. He has a garage gym and does a lot of community stuff, and so that's pretty cool.
Well, I love that proof of concept too, because that's whenever we were talking in 2023. That was like at the time, a lot of people were still doing the van life, if you will, and there was a lot of influencers doing that. And it's like, man, how are they not just taking their kind of their own identity online, on the road, and do all these group workouts with people that love them.
Yeah,
And it's so fun. We got somebody doing it now.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening with that. So, so that's really cool. We got some more trucks shipping in YMCA's, which is always awesome. The community things that they do with those trucks. Something really cool we have happening right now, back to the adaptive training. Our original truck, the ambulance, is going to the Adaptive Training Foundation. So we've been raising money with in conjunction with them to get them that original truck, which I swore I would never get rid of. I don't think I said it on the podcast the last time, but I used to joke I was going to put it in the Fit Truck Hall of Fame someday. And then I went down to Dallas and saw what those guys are doing. They fly people in for 9 weeks. They put them up. They house them. They teach them how to eat. They teach them how to work out in a normal gym, which I didn't know. I actually went down there and asked them to show me what adaptive equipment they have, and they said none. And I was like, why? And they said, well, these people come in from all over the country, and they need to know how to work out in a normal gym. So, but what they do is it's life-changing. People leave there after showing up 9 weeks later, a completely different person. They do a lot
What's
of
the name
mind
of this
body.
organization?
The Adaptive Training Foundation. They're they're actually they were building out a trailer when I went down there. I had talked to them previously about getting a new fit truck built for them, and they're in the process of building out a campus down there to run their programs. But they also travel around the country and teach other adaptive organizations how to do what they do. So they were in Kansas City a while back working with Iron Adaptive, teach them kind of what they do. And so what they're doing is affecting the entire country. It's not just, there's several people from Kansas City that have gone down to Dallas to do their program. And so they were starting to build out a trailer just because it was lower cost. And I was like, just stop. Like, don't do any more. I was like, I think I have a truck for you guys. So they came to Kansas City. They saw the truck, and they're like, yeah, we want this. And so essentially we're raising enough money to be able to rewrap it, get it all the way, put a lot of new stuff on it, new equipment on it, clean it up some. It's been in use for 3.5 years at this point. And so soon we're close to they just got a grant to be able to actually take the truck around. I think I might be messing this number up, but I think there's 85 veterans in the state of Texas that don't have access to exercise facilities. So they're going to take the truck to them in their small towns or whatever. And so our original truck is going to be used for some just really cool work.
Yeah. Love that.
And so that's happening. That's probably going to be one of my favorite things we've done as well. I'm moving the truck sometime this weekend up to our builder to start the process of getting it kind of retrofitted for them and switching it over from VoltFit truck branding to theirs and everything. So
very cool, man.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
What's the next step as far as like, you've got this new one that First Form just rolled out. It's got all the bells and whistles, et cetera. Have you gotten more calls because of the beauty of that one? Have you guys gotten more calls from other brands that you can name drop in here?
Yeah. I mean, we've had some people reach out. Brantley Gilbert reached out immediately, so which is cool. A lot of individuals too that I've seen the truck. They're reaching out too. Got some other stuff in the works. Really cool stuff. Trucks, potential trailer option.
Yeah, you just had a recent experience at a Country Stampede.
Yeah.
Right?
Stampede? Yeah.
So fun.
Tell us about that.
Cool. So we had the truck backstage at the Stampede for all the artists to use in their bands.
I never thought, I'm sorry to interrupt, but the driving of a truck backstage just feels like a lot.
No,
backstage is just a parking lot, dude.
Is it not?
Yeah,
it's just like tour buses.
For all idiots like me that maybe are listening, I thought like backstage is like a place where you can only walk.
Yeah, so
there's like a parking lot back there. I had no idea.
It's
that's where the trucks pull up, I guess.
Yeah, it's not all that glamorous, really. It's all the tour buses park in a line, and they're all kind of together in one area. And so we pulled the truck up, kind of right by all the tour buses, and so they were all rolling out in the morning. We were there, and they were all surprised that we were there, and so damn happy too. Drew Baldridge's one of his guitar players, was out looking for a set of dumbbells for him to use to work out.
He came up to me and he was like, I was sent out to find some dumbbells and I came upon something even more. I was like, yeah, we got a lot more than dumbbells.
Yeah, and so it was a lot of fun. I mean, almost all the artists that were there and their band members worked out on the truck, and they were happy to not have to leave. They were happy it was right there. They were happy, they're just super excited about the concept. And so that's leading us down the road of potentially doing a, merch trailer / gym for a lot of artists. There's a big need, and we
have you thought about? Sorry to cut you off, but if you thought about like renting these out for events like that, is there a rental model that you guys are thinking about doing in the future?
There could be, or there's another option too, which would be to sell them to the leasing companies that do all the renting to these artists already.
Yeah.
So we've got some meetings in the works for that actually right now to see.
I feel like there's so many big, events like that, people are traveling around and, it would suck to be stuck on a bus and not able to work out every day.
Yeah.
We take that kind of for granted, but if you're a touring artist, you don't have access to that, especially if you're a popular touring artist. You can't just go into a gym.
Not to mention a hotel gym is not going to give you what you need either. Right.
Yeah, it's not complete. So yeah, it's there's a huge need. We thought there was, but this, being at the Stampede and seeing all these artists, their excitement, and then also, how much they were like, they need it. And all of them travel with exercise equipment, all of them. They have it in the back of their merch trailer. Cole Swindell's trailer was half full of exercise equipment. And, it's...
So do you train these guys and kick their ass? You're like, Cole Swindell, get on the rower. Let's do this.
Well, he was golfing, so we didn't get to train him, but we worked out with some of his band members who were super fit, actually.
Yeah.
Very fit guys that work out every day. So yeah, it was just great. We met Larry Fleet, who's a big fitness guy. He travels with his bike. He travels with a ton of equipment in his trailer. And a lot of their tour managers were super excited about it too, because they're like, God, we've been trying to figure out how to rig stuff up inside our trailers, and we could just have this. And so it's really cool how we've kind of stumbled into some of these things that we think are good avenues for us. Not to say stumbled into. We're seeking them out, but like, I guess we don't know what we're going to experience until we get in there and actually get with the people. And we're starting to just see all these needs that that are there and people didn't know there were options for, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so often you think of stuff and you're like, I feel like this would be a natural fit, but then you try to call on it or whatever, it just feels like it goes nowhere, and there, you hit a wall or something. But it seems like every time there seems to be some kind of a good lead there, it turns into something more, which is just so exciting for you guys.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So we've been on the road a lot. So
you're saying,
yeah, since the fall pretty much with the truck. So 23,000 miles since September.
Of all the cities you guys have visited, who has given you the absolute best kind of response as far as just from maybe the attendance or the hype standpoint? What's been your favorite city to visit so far?
It's tough, but it's almost has to be Austin. What do you think?
Yeah,
I think it's Austin. It's just
hybrid athlete capital of the world.
Absolutely.
Just the community workouts and the collaboration. I mean, they're nonstop there.
Josh kind of looks like Nick Bear.
Yeah, kind of. I could see.
Somebody said that the other day, but I'm not near as jacked as that guy.
Dude, just to
You gotta go run a bunch.
I'll take it.
I'm sure your body fat's the same.
I don't know about that. That guy is insane. But yeah, so Austin.
You could sell one to BPN,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
it could happen. So Austin's just big. They just always have outdoor workouts happening. They don't care if it's 110 degrees. They're still outside working out. And so great city. Phoenix has been good to us. Very collaborative as well. God, we've been just everywhere. I'm trying to think of where else.
Have you ever heard of the organization Earn Your Booze?
Oh, yeah.
Earn Your Booze in Phoenix? I thought that'd be an awesome collaboration for you guys.
We should look into that, actually. So, yeah, Phoenix was a lot of fun. Very collaborative as well. Big community events.
They just have a huge community.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I thought that'd be cool to do something like that here, but it's just a bunch of people that work out together. And then there's always some kind of a deal where it's like a natural transition to a bar or to like an outdoor space of, in Phoenix where they sell beer. And it's like Earn Your Booze event. So everybody's a community. They work out together and then they drink after.
Oh, it's so cool. Yeah, we need to reach out to them.
Yeah.
We actually just we're constantly having people reach out from
those.
Phoenix, like, when are you coming back? So we spent quite a bit of time there.
Mm-hmm.
I actually left the truck there at an RV lot for a little while. I found a good trick. It's like there's RV lots next to almost every airport. And so I've been able to fly in, do events, leave the truck, and then go back. A lot of times we'll know people too that we met along the way. Trying to think what the other good cities have been. Nashville's a pretty awesome fitness city.
Nashville's fun.
That was a lot of fun being down there. Had good luck in San Diego. The weather, all the things. They're also pretty collaborative in the sense of like outdoor fitness events. Yeah, so hoping to bring more of this back to Kansas City too. Get more gyms and more communities working together here.
Well, I was actually going to ask you about Coffee and Contrast. That's the event you guys are putting on next weekend. Is that right?
Yep.
AKA July 19th.
July 19th.
Tell us about the event, please.
I'll let you go. You've handled most of it. Ashley's been the event planner for this one.
So July 19th, the Kansas City Convention Center, we are doing Coffee and Contrast. So contrast being cold therapy, hot therapy. So we're going to have saunas, cold plunges, obviously fit Truk workouts. We're going to kick it off with a 5K run led by Kansas Run Club and Mary Payne.
Love Mary Payne.
We're super excited about that. Yeah. And then we're just going to transition into fit Truk workouts, vendors. S2 is going to be there. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
We have a ton of just local and national vendors that are going to be out there.
There's like
supporting.
10 different, at least 10 vendors, right?
Oh, we
That
have
was crazy.
20.
Yeah, I was like, go find that slide that they put up, or recently on their Fit Truk page. Luke, make sure to put it up there. It's not in a reel; it's post.
Yeah, so we have vendors coming in from all over. Arc Smart Gear is actually coming in from San Diego. We put their jump ropes on our truck, so that's really
I
cool.
think it's at the top, yeah.
Where is it? It's like the second post.
Dude, go over to the post.
It's on the post.
I told you it's not a reel. Yeah. There we go.
There we
now
go.
go to the next slide, dude.
Yeah, so after we posted that, we had like 3 or 4 vendors reach out and be like, how can we get involved? So
I was one
Jeff,
of them.
you going to
and we
do
were
a
already
cold
involved.
plunge?
yeah, so we've had a couple
I
more.
reached out and he was like, "You're already."
Oh,
You're like, you're
Should
already.
probably
on the
talk to Tori
list.
before you
Nice.
reach out to
Which is
yeah, you guys are up there.
that's the goal. Yeah. Hey, I mean, like, hey, we're doing a good job.
Yeah, your team's doing the job because
Yeah.
you're already in.
I was like, that was just making. Anyways, what were you saying?
I was going to say you're going to do a cold plunge.
Yeah, dude.
You've never done a cold plunge, have you?
I literally took a video of me doing the cold plunge and then walked it and handed it to you
Oh, okay. Well,
from Aaron Summers' house.
You guys
at
like
Summer
cold
Smash
plunging?
last year. Remember that?
Have you done
Actually,
a cold plunge
did
on
6
the
minutes.
on the fit truck?
Well, so
You could do it in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be awesome.
We're
The
working
rooftop,
on that
though.
right now
Remember the rooftop we're
for
talking
college.
roof?
Yeah.
Bro, I meant like for when we're doing
Sign
the
a waiver
talking about
before
those
you get up there.
backyards. The Terra does the
Oh,
first-
yeah.
dude, that's where you put
Put
it.
them up top.
Well, that'd be a fun
Yeah.
place to do it. Sorry, go ahead.
Awesome. No, I was just gonna say we've traveled to all these different cities: Austin, Miami, Denver, and we've seen this just wave of wellness, and we are trying to bring that wave back to Kansas City. We're trying to make it a lifestyle. We're trying to
Love it.
bring the
Love
fitness
it.
wellness community together. So
I love that idea. I think that's something that the city very much needs, and I think that we talked about this earlier. I think that the natural thought when you live in a city that has 4 seasons that are very distinct,
Yeah.
right? It's not like kind of a blur. It's like, no, you absolutely have winter here. Like it doesn't mean slow down, right? It doesn't mean like start again in the spring. It's you got to find a way to do it, and so I think that by putting on events like this, it hopefully will inspire some more to stick with it through the harder months, if you will.
Yeah, I think so. And there's so many new wellness spots opening up here. Tons of sauna and cold plunge places. I think that'll keep people kind of engaged. And then just the events. So, like the barbecue on Saturday. I mean, it's going to be, it's going to bring a ton of fitness people together in one place. And so that's what we want to do is start doing more of that with the trucks. We just did a High Rocks workout with a bunch of different gyms actually and Run Club and everything last weekend as a charity event. And so we'd like to start doing a lot more of that here when we're in Kansas City. So this has been a tough year for us because we've been on the road trying to grow our brand, which has been awesome. It's amazing. It's so much fun. Everybody's like, oh, it's got to be a lot of work. And I was like, it's so much fun getting, for everybody to get to experience the truck. You know how it is when you first see it for the first time. You're
Totally.
like, so I get it. I've been doing that. So,
You take it for granted whenever
Yeah.
you're in the hometown where people have already seen it so many
Right.
times, or
Yeah.
our stores are very similar experience. We go down to Tulsa, and whenever we visit our store there, me and Kyle are always just so overjoyed and it's blown away. Where it's like people are like, "Man, we drove 40 minutes to come see this store," and you're like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
love this. We love the people here. We love the team here, and you're just like, "Man, we take it for granted," because like we experience this every day in Kansas City, and it's just not the same when people don't understand how how invaluable it is to have, I'd say like people who are genuinely trying to make a difference, and they're doing that with their actions every day. It's something that I hope that I never become numb to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's been awesome, but it's also been hard because this has been the year where our awareness has grown everywhere, but also in Kansas City. And so we've had, so many events we've had to turn down because we don't want to schedule them and when we're in a different state and not know, a lot of times we go to different states where we stay there as long as we can. We stay there until we get all the meetings and events done, and then we come back or we go to a different state. And so we're trying to do more here in KC because, we're a Kansas City company and we love doing stuff in Kansas City. So that's going to come with more demo trucks, one we can leave in the Midwest, hopefully soon. And then, other ones that'll be on the road nonstop. So
Are we allowed to go through like a Arrowhead tailgate, for example, and just set up shop?
I think we could do
that'd be
it.
so awesome.
I mean, might as well. People are bringing all kinds of crazy stuff in
I was
there.
about to
So
say, you need to sell one to Bobby Stroop, and then
Yeah.
like whenever Mahomes goes on vacation, you just send that thing with him.
I've had a couple conversations about that. So
That'd be sweet.
I mean, we met Mahomes last night, so
Yeah.
we dropped
Yeah,
a
it
couple
was-
seeds.
You're like, I also have a pretty sweet truck.
yeah. So I mean, it's
Can't just name
actually-
drop that. What happened last night?
So we were.
What happened last night?
So we've been working with a company called Sport Coffee,
Yeah.
which Mahomes
Throne?
Is it-
Throne Sport Coffee, which
Yeah.
is the Mahomes is the biggest investor in the company, and a believer in the product, and it is a good product. It kind of fits a niche that.
That's the coffee that's going to be at this event on the 19th.
yes,
correct?
exactly. So
That's
yes,
the coffee part of the coffee in contrast.
The coffee part of the coffee in contrast is Sport Coffee. And it's this whole event on the 19th started off as a smaller event with us and Sport Coffee, kind of a play on these, coffee and chill type parties that are happening everywhere, starting to happen here in Kansas City. So last night they were having a little meet and greet and Q&A with Mahomes, which was really cool. And they invited us. We've been kind of partnering on different things and working toward this event and maybe doing some Whole Foods launches with them. They just landed in Whole Foods. So they invited us to come out, and it was a really small group of people. And there was a Q&A with Mahomes, and you got to talk about all the things. And it was really, really cool to be there with them. And, and also to get to meet the owner and founder of Sport Coffee. He was, I believe, one of the head of marketing people for Body Armor. So he's grown a sports drink company before and been there. So that was a really cool conversation to be had. And then, with the sport coffee thing, it's kind of a new concept of a healthier prepackaged
we've been waiting
coffee.
for it, man. We've been waiting for it. Like the amount of times I've gone through a gas station and wanted like a cold brew or wanted an iced coffee, and it's like the only options were all over. Like there was the Starbucks ones that are all over 100 calories. It's like, man, it's not hard to make a black cold brew in a can. Like why? And now it's a lot more. I think it's a lot more easy to find, but they did a sea salt caramel. They do a vanilla. They do a mocha. Like
and they're
all pretty good.
Yeah, BCAAs in there and some. So it's a cool company. It was really cool to meet the founder and talk to someone else that came up with something that didn't really exist. I mean, there's other canned coffees and things like that, but there's not been one that's
nothing marketed towards fitness.
And fitness,
right.
Marketed, which is I think genius. And so, really cool event. Awesome meeting Mahomes, of course.
Ashley, what was your favorite flavor of the coffees?
I like the sea salt caramel for sure.
That's mine too, actually.
Shout
It's
out.
only like 50 calories, right? It might be even less. I think it's 50 or 25.
So they have two different lines now. So they just launched their latte line, which is a little bit more on the calorie side. That's going to be more of, their convenience store line, but it does have 10 grams of protein in it too. So we do get something for those extra calories. The ones we've been drinking are their normal line that doesn't have the protein in it, but it's also lower calorie. So, but yeah, it's been cool working with them. We've had a ton of brands reaching out about doing collaborations and things, which has been a lot of fun. Working through those relationships and everything, and just getting to meet all these founders. So
I love it, dude. I'm so excited for you guys, man. It seems like you've had to persevere through so much because you have so many people that are like, man, that's really cool. I don't know what to do with it yet, but that's awesome. In the beginning, and then you finally you start seeing more and more proof of concept. It's like, hey, if this brand can make it work, or if this company can make it work, why am I not exploring this further? You know what I mean? And so it seems like now finally people are biting and getting it to a point where it's like, okay, now I have too much. It seems like you have like too much opportunity to know what to do with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's take some focus. So focusing on the big things, focusing on the good thing is our production got moved back to Kansas City about a year ago. And so that's helped tremendously. I can go up, put my hands on it. Our crew that's building trucks here is phenomenal. They're incredibly curious and they love to, innovate with us, which has been really cool. And so they've helped me really be able to focus on getting the product to a level of which it is. You see the first form truck, and Ashley and I joke all the time is like, we need a new demo truck immediately because
Immediately.
It's just our materials have gotten so much nicer than that. So, it's been interesting trying to stay focused when you're getting hit from so many different angles, foreign governments and brands and all these different things we could go after, which we're trying to kind of slowly hit it all. And the good thing is our production's at a place where we can go after all these different things. We can look at doing standalone boxes that don't have trucks. We actually have one on the ground right now that we're working on right now. So and I can actually go up there 30-minute drive north of my house and work with the guys and make sure everything's exactly how we want it. And it's been really cool. This next year is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be really, really cool to see what happens. We're kind of building a market that doesn't exist,
Exactly.
And people are starting to really get it, like you said now. And so it's like,
that's the hardest part of being a first mover, right? Is that people like love the idea, but they don't know how to use it yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't understand like all of the depth of the benefits.
Yeah. Well, I think also brands are realizing what you guys realized a long, long time ago is if you want to get more people involved, you want to grow your customer base, you have to go to them, you have to bring them into a community. And so you guys, First Form, you were way ahead of the curve with all this, but
meet them where they're at.
Yeah. So I think the only way we're going to grow that, whatever it is right now, 20% of our population that normally works out is not going to be forcing people back into gyms. Like we've been trying to force people into gyms forever. Not that there's anything wrong with gyms. I'm not saying that, but we've been trying to grow our population by getting people to walk through a brick and mortar space, getting them to walk through a door. And most of these people that aren't working out aren't comfortable with that. And so with all these social wellness events, what we're seeing is brands like, oh shit, this is how you do it. This is how you grow your brand. We're seeing gyms buying up social wellness brands now. because they're realizing, oh, if we want to get people into our gym, we need to go meet them in the community and then get them to come back. And so that's been really cool about our trucks is we're starting to like all these brands are like, or, brands, festivals, all these people are wanting to like activate our trucks with their brand because they're realizing the way they're going to expand their customer base to get past that 20% of Americans that work out is going to be to go to them, not to make them come to you into a space that they can't see past the door. And so right place, right time for that. But it's been, I think all these brands are really realizing that they can't hide inside their doors, and also they can't just hide behind their Meta account and, push ads at people anymore. We're inundated with that shit. Like nobody's paying attention to it anymore. So these wellness events are growing like crazy.
The social wellness events you're saying it's getting all of the traction as well on social media. I think people are more proud to post about themselves, loving themselves versus posting themselves, out, destroying themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a really cool trend that's happening right now too. Young people, they're all working out.
Yeah. They're not drinking as much.
No, they're not drinking as much.
Treating themselves better.
Yep.
Yeah. They're going to these events. And it's really cool to be at these events and see people just really have an awesome time. All these like coffee parties popping up. Have you guys seen Daybreaker? Like it's like full blown rager at 9 o'clock in the morning, no booze, and so, we've been, we're right in the middle of all that. We have festivals reaching out to us, music festivals that want to add a wellness component to the music festival now because people are staying out there and they're essentially demanding that they have someplace to work out. And so, really cool to see all this happening and to be in the place where we have a tool that's better than really anything else out there, I think, to be able to accommodate so many people in a group workout where all fitness levels can do it and to have the experience of which we can offer with the music and the lights and all that, along with the workout. And so, it's been really cool to see. I mean, like I said, you guys have been doing this since the beginning of the brand, so
not like how you're doing it though, dog. So I appreciate the sentiment, but like we like to meet people where they're at, but we definitely aren't putting on, the workout ourselves with something like the tool that you guys have and that you've created. And so I want to ask two really, I think, important questions. And from a business standpoint, I have to ask, we talked in March, there was only one other competitor out there at the time and they were doing trailers only. They wanted to actually turn it into a mobile vehicle itself. Have you had any competition pop up?
None. Not that we've seen yet.
Nothing so far?
No.
Got to add 10 more, patents to make sure.
Yeah, we're just going to keep stacking them.
Don't try.
So, no, our thing is...
do you have exclusive, I'm sorry to cut you off, but do you guys have exclusive partnerships with equipment that you use?
We don't. Right now, we have equipment relationships. We've kept that door open. We like our partners. We like the people that we're getting equipment from. We don't have any contracts with any companies. Yeah, Torque's awesome. I mean, they're great to work with, and they've been awesome partners for us. But we're such a young company that we want to make sure that we keep all doors open. In all ways. But really, back to the competition thing, I'm okay with it. The more outdoor concepts pop up, the better for us. We're seeing a lot of trailers.
I would agree with you on that.
And so there's plenty of room in the space. We're just going to continue to be the nicest and most well-done concept out there. And we're so far ahead with that, I think.
It didn't hurt Cold Plunge to have a million other cold plunges.
No, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. And so
it just makes theirs look the best.
Yep.
We're bringing a concept that doesn't exist anywhere else, especially with the trucks, being able to move with the truck. And, we really welcome every time I see another outdoor concept popped up. TRX has a great concept. It's a franchise based off a Sprinter. Different than what we do. It's more of a boot camp. They have TRXs mounted to a van, but
TRX is doing this?
Yeah, so when I saw that,
sense, but there's no weight involved.
Yeah, well, they have their sandbags and stuff, but they set up a little bit more like a boot camp, and that's what I love about our concept is it's not a boot camp, so it's not like everybody's standing in a line like staring at each other. So, well done concept. They actually have timers on the trucks now, which is cool, and but it's one of those things. Like every time I see something like this pop up, I'm all for it. Because it's continuing to confirm that we're in the right place, right? That people are wanting to do this. We've had, there's been some other vans pop up in other countries. We met with a guy a while back and he, we weren't distributing to Europe yet. And so he built his own van and I'm okay with it. I'm okay if people even get to markets before we do. Because once we get there, if people can afford it, our product is going to be the one they go with.
Plant
There's
those
a-
seeds. Yeah,
yeah.
spread the love. I'm with you.
Yeah.
There's a supplement superstores in India, and so they're getting things warmed up before we get to India.
Perfect.
You guys ever seen that?
They ripped
No, I
off our
haven't
logo.
seen it.
Exactly.
We're talking like it is a legitimate supplement store with our logo operating full on.
Getting
Wow.
it primed up for when we go to
Check it
India.
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
See.
Check it out, guys.
There they are.
Oh my gosh.
You know
That's
what
a
I'm saying?
Congrats.
That's a real thing.
Congrats.
Yeah. We're working on it. You
had-
see that first form down there in the bottom right? Oh, no, that's not first form.
I mean, like,
Sick colors. Oh my God, it's amazing.
we should post that for April Fools next year and be like, I wish
my
we were
gosh,
joking.
like-
Yes.
Holy crap.
Isn't that incredible?
I've had
Well done.
so many people be like, you should get
Incredible.
them on, trademark infringement. I'm like, I don't think
I
they
don't
care.
think we can go after them in India, to be honest
No,
with you.
I don't think you'd have a lot of grounds, but
They kind of hustle, like
I mean, I appreciate them not wearing our
But
polo.
why?
I think it's pretty flattering though that they used your exact logo and everything. Like you're-
100%.
it's so well done that they went all in. That's
Oh.
Creatine best deal, $750 with free watch. What?
that
where's
guy
our
you-
watches? I haven't seen the watch.
What? Hold on, we're gonna see the watch you're getting. Hold on. I gotta know what the watch looks like. Plus, is it $750? Like, what's the currency?
It's
out
just
there?
$750, dude. You got to figure it out on
Is he
your own.
speaking in English? Yeah, it is. Totally English. Yeah.
Man,
That
guys
guy used to shop
Where's
with
the
me.
watch?
you guys are slacking on the watch giveaways.
I know. Do we get a watch after this?
If you scroll to the top, it's actually just Indian version of me and Kyle. Yeah,
Podcast is coming soon.
Yeah, dude. They're gonna be Protein Bros India.
That would be
Oh my
wild.
God. I cannot wait.
Protein Bros India launches.
I'm
You're
now
like,
gonna-
all
I'm now-
right, dude.
I'm gonna send them your
it up.
Protein Bros Instagram.
So unfair.
Here's something else you can rip.
I'd be like, hey guys, while you're at it,
That's funny.
that's amazing.
The only other question I had for you today, and it's pretty basic, and that is just simple. Like, what has not been done yet? Because I know you and I know how you think, and I want to know what you're looking towards trying to learn how to do with that truck.
Oh man,
There's got to be something that you're like, I haven't perfected this yet, and I need to.
Ashley and Haley will both kill me if I say any new ideas. I think they'll kill me. We're actually we're working on a standalone box that doesn't have a truck, so not completely new, but it'll be a complete
But
gym
the concept,
outdoors.
tell us about this outdoor space situation you were thinking.
Yeah, so I mean, there's so many. There's a big need for outdoor gyms, and we're seeing big corporations put in outdoor gyms nonstop. We've met with a lot of pickleball places, for example, that were interested in trucks, and they would tell us, "Well, we don't need to move them." We're also seeing a big uptick in people spending good money on home gyms, and so our next endeavor is potentially a box that doesn't have a truck that's going to be a complete gym outdoors, and so not pretty different, quite a bit of different stuff than what we're doing right now, because we could put some cool stuff on it that we can't put on our trucks just because of
Is
the
this like
frame and everything.
in a storage container?
Well, essentially,
Yeah.
More of a shed style? Or is
it'll
it more-
look very similar to our trucks. So I don't want to say too much. We have a couple of them dropping the first ones with some well-known people, which would be really cool. Can't say any names yet, but we're working with a couple equipment manufacturers
Say
as well.
the name.
So what's
rhyme with Catrick?
Patrick Mahomes.
that one?
We were hanging out with him last night.
You can keep putting that one out there. Though.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
We'd love for him to have it.
Yeah, we could just keep saying that over and over and over again. So I think that's our next big thing. And the cool thing is, we've talked to probably 30 countries in the last couple of months, literally 30 countries. And so it having something that doesn't involve a vehicle will be a lot easier for us to get our concept out there. So
Bring down the price a little bit.
the vehicle thing complicates things a lot for us. I found out about 2 hours before a major call with the UAE government that I couldn't ship our current chassis outside the U.S. Because of a changing deal with Isuzu and GM. So it's like that won't happen when I don't have to deal with vehicles. And so it's going to open up a market for us that we don't have right now. It's also going to bring a price point down some because we won't have the vehicle involved as well. And so really, really excited about where this is going.
Are you worried?
So-
Are you worried at all about with just the demand going up that you wouldn't be able to satisfy the demand?
I'm not. No, we've got really great systems in place. We have a lot of room to expand. Our builder is very, very smart, very good at what they do. Our team constantly has people asking to come work for them, which is awesome. We have a ton of space. We're only building at about half the space we have right now. And so, no, I'm not. I'm welcoming the demand. And so a lot of people are like, how are you going to scale this? I'm like, give me the orders. Let's go. So, it's like one of those things where we have all the systems in place. The designs are done. And so we have a long-term plan on how we're going to scale everything. It's just getting getting the orders in and just going, continue to go. I mean, our orders are coming in pretty fast right now. The sales cycle on our trucks it's long, right? It's a big investment. And so we've been at this long enough now that everything's rolling around, everything's coming around. And so right at the right timing too. We just got our team just really up and running, and our production here is, going smoothly. And so it's really interesting how that all happens. We'd worked on deals that were pretty big that we thought were going to land a lot sooner than they have. And everything's just landing at the right time. Because if it happened before, I probably would have told you something different, So, it'd have been one of those things where I would have figured it out. Like we would have figured it out some way of how to get it all done. But I feel like now is the time where everything's set. We're ready to grow. Everything's in place. Our team's hungry.
Dude, I'm so freaking happy for you guys, man. You guys have worked so freaking hard to get to this point. And so I just love seeing people that work really hard, see the payoff. And I love that you're starting to really feel it. You know what I mean? And so I'm just excited to see what you guys do. And we're looking forward to July 19th, man.
Yeah,
it's going to be a good time. So, yeah. And thanks for having us on again. Appreciate all you guys do. Your team is as good as you get. So that's been really cool and inspiring to see you guys build and grow. And then, every time we get to do something with you guys, we just love it. So appreciate, all you guys have done for us too. So.
Yeah, man. Love the partnership. Love you guys. And we're so happy that you guys, things are going well for you. And we always ask one question. I don't know if your answer's changed. You've had some Wolfpack recently, I know, because we talked about it. After the show, he went and got Wolfpack barbecue.
Yeah.
But what is
Jeff's
the best?
favorite?
Real close.
It's not it's not actually my favorite, but it's very good.
Yeah, it's very good. It's
very
a
good.
block from my house. So.
Yeah, it's the best within a mile for sure. But Ashley, what is your go-to one spot Kansas City barbecue?
Q39.
See, can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong.
Wait. Did you live in Austin?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Austin's barbecue?
Oh man.
Is it Terry Black's?
I like Terry Black's. There's actually this like
Did you
Egyptian.
say it like a gremlin?
I don't know.
I mean, it's iconic.
That's the only one I know.
You said you said it like you were old
I
Greg.
said-
Is it Terry Black's?
Is it
That's a good one.
Terry Black's? I don't know. It is. I went to Terry Black's when I was in Austin, and I pulled up, and there was a line that was like a mile long, and I said, "Well,
Yep.
don't eat it that bad."
It's good though.
Is it
it's
good?
worth the wait. Yeah, for sure. But no, there's like this Egyptian barbecue spot in Austin, KG's.
Really?
Yeah,
KG's.
it's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
KG's.
Would you all right, KG's or Q39?
Oh.
On the spot.
Man, Q39. I got a rep. Kansas City.
Q39.
I'm still there.
I've had La Barbecue in Austin,
yeah.
which was really good. I've had Franklin Barbecue,
Yep.
which is really good, but never had Terry Black's.
Yeah. Still like U39. Slaps
Trend
is
Twins
probably
are
a close
agreed.
second.
Trend Twins are coming in town tomorrow. We're taking them
Oh, yeah.
Q39.
Yeah.
Nice.
We just had clients in town, and I took them to Char Bar, which is good.
Love
and
Char
then
Bar.
Love Char Bar.
Love
They-
Char Bar.
Underrated.
They're from Texas. Texas doesn't really do burn-ins, and so I was like, I took them to Char Bar. We couldn't get into Q39, so the next time they came in, I was like, all right, let's get a reservation at Q39. We took them, and they were like, oh my god, like this is like so good.
Yeah.
And so I'm still there.
Experience. All right, guys. Thanks so much, and hopefully we'll bring you guys back on after we sign the launch these two new
These super pumped.
these
once
people that
Patrick
we can't be
Mahomes-
named.
Yeah.
He who should not be named gets attached to this new spot, the new box that's coming out. We'll have to have you back on.
Definitely.
Nice.
Fun.
All right, thanks,
Thank you guys.
All right, thank you.
Yep.